Welcome back, everybody, again to another episode for Voice in the Void. I appreciate everybody that jumped on. Thank you, Daryl, for joining me. Please introduce yourself, introduce what you do for a living, whatever you want to share with people.
Yeah, thanks, Brandon. Well, good morning, America and everybody else around the world. It is 1 a.m. my time at the moment, so just past midnight. I'm in Australia on the beautiful Gold Coast, so in Queensland, where it's winter at the moment, so it's a bit fresh. It's probably about 14 degrees outside, which for us is cold. So
Is that Celsius or Fahrenheit?
that'd be Fahrenheit. So, yeah. So, a little bit about me. I am multiple entrepreneur is basically my role these days. I've got a few business ventures, so I'll run through them quickly. So I've been in the LED industry with a company called Alpha LED Lighting. So we do a lot of LED applications. Our main applications that we do are swimming pool lights. We manufacture, supply, and that is globally as well. So we do actually go into Canada and certain parts of America, but mainly our market is Australia. We go into Fiji and the Seychelles, and there's a few of our pickies. So that's kind of what we do. That was a resort locally to us. We do a lot of hotels and resorts.
Okay.
So that's a full makeover.
Well, that's cool though, because I was actually looking at one of your pages.
Yeah.
I think it was just your profile on Facebook, by the way. And I was
Yes.
like, where it looked like it was like apartments or a resort where the pool was lit up all the way around it. And
Yes.
yeah,
Correct.
it's gorgeous.
Yeah, well, on the left of the screen at the moment, from pools, we go to, high elevated signage. So that's a big sign box on the motorway that changes colors and does all funky things. We've got what we call DMX protocol control for that.
Okay.
So that gives the owner an app that he can be anywhere in the world and change the color and make that do really funky things. So
Okay.
yeah, so
That's cool.
we get quite a few companies that want signage. They're always high to reach. So that's a good impact thing for us to do. We, everything we do is the LED side of it. We don't do the fabrication of the sign boxes, but
Mhm.
we get the end result. It's if you're
Hey,
not illuminated by night, you don't get seen. But with something like that,
mhm.
it's quite phenomenal the results that you get. So
Yeah, it looks gorgeous work. Between that and again, like these are really cool. These are
yeah, yeah,
putting.
yeah,
Oh, I didn't realize this was a slideshow. I could have
yeah.
just scrolled through some of this and showed some of your work as well. I didn't.
Yeah, well, that's one
That's
of the
gorgeous.
that's a place called Putt Putt, which is a golf complex, mini golf, and we do all the lighting for various. That's a water feature you're looking at there. Again, that's the Putt Putt with all the different coloured lights in the little ponds that they've got where you play golf.
Yeah,
That
this
one
is
there.
really cool.
Yeah, that one there, the soul one, is an octopus, and it's for a business called Ripley's, believe it or not, which is a global. There's probably I think they're in
Oh,
America.
is it like Ripley's Believe It or Not?
Yes, that's exactly it.
Okay.
So that octopus was designed by them, and we put all those colorful rings on it and make it do all funky things.
Okay,
So
that's cool, honestly. Yeah, Ripley's it's a big like tourist attraction basically.
yes,
Um, they're all over. They're everywhere.
yeah. Well, we've got one right in the middle of the Gold Coast, right in the transport hub of where all the tourists go. So
Okay.
Um, so that was a good one. We did a lot of the work off the ground on that. That octopus is a lot bigger than what it looks, and then it was all elevated up with a crane, and we wired it up and made it do funky things. So
Okay, so it's actually hanging up off of the ceiling.
it's external on the outside of the building. It's about 10
Oh,
meters up in the air. So it's quite very visual.
I wouldn't even by looking at this, I wouldn't have thought that it was outside, but it makes a lot more sense to
Mm.
be honest.
Yeah, yeah. So
It's
So yeah,
gorgeous
that's
work.
that's another one. On the right there is a big resort we did up in Mackay. We
Okay.
we did another one similar to that, which was the shade sails for the Commonwealth Games. So we illuminated all the shade sails. I think that's on the end of this slideshow. And
It
what
might
that
be. This is the one I seen on your on your page,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
believe.
There's lots of hotels, resorts that we've done. Probably we don't have all of them on our page, but
Yeah.
we've certainly done a lot. And then you're scrolling through now. You'll see there's a product called Strikehold, which is that's our other business,
Mhm.
which is a dry lubricant. So really good for in America. It's great for firearms, fishing, 4-wheel drives, marine. So it goes on as a wet equivalent to WD-40 type product, but it dries and seals and it stops rust and corrosion. So that's
Okay, so this is like the basically the product that would people would use not like wax, but to help keep like the water from
yeah,
staining
correct.
basically the
Yeah,
vehicles, the boats, stuff like that, right?
it's yeah, absolutely. And it's really good for underwater. We use a battery drill underwater to put our pool lights in and it completely waterproofs the battery drill. It's it's a
Okay.
it's a very clever it was developed by the US military. So well
Oh, for
designed.
probably like the submarines and the bottoms of the boats so they don't have to go down and clean them as often, right?
Hmm. Correct. Yeah, that's the bulk of it. So that's another great product that we got. And we do have another
Oh,
product called Zero Mold, which is kind of similar, and that one just gets rid of mold and stops mold from coming back and
okay.
eliminates. So that one is an external building. Those facades going up. There's 5 of those going vertically, and then there's a great big one going horizontally. And then on the right side of that is a pylon. And yeah, that was a good one to do because that's high exposure on a main road, and when that's lit up at night, it looks amazing. And also with the 140, and there's a Z, which is the company logo. It all gives high impact, and people know those buildings. So it's
Okay, so these are like basically it's where like the downtown, like people
yeah,
see
yeah.
it day in,
That
day out, like they always see
yeah.
this
That's in
stuff.
a
Alright, so this
tourist
back to
hub.
the
So
Southwest.
yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool though. I mean, honestly, like I find it interesting with the lighting. Like I know it takes a lot of work, especially the underwater. Like it takes a lot of different practices and basically skills to be able to get it set up just right. Uh,
Mm,
um
yeah,
so
yeah.
how
Well,
often have you installed the lights with water in the pool
yeah, that's
still?
that's one of our key things is we do not drain water. So everybody will tell you, go into a pool shop or you talk to a pool builder, they'll say you got to drain the water. We don't. We never drain
Mm,
water. We got goggles, weight belts, snorkels. We get the job done by swimming, and we've kind of mastered it now. We've actually we've actually got a world record,
okay.
which is the fastest change pool light without draining any water. So that's been verified now as a world record. So we own that, and it takes about 35 to 40 minutes normally to change a pool light. But we've got a retrofit that we've made and we've manufactured. It's very quick, and it's 2 minutes 49 is our world record.
Oh,
That's a
that
pretty
that's a great time. That's a really good time.
yeah.
Um, I'm actually currently I'm looking to pull a record up
I
to
don't think
show
that's
people.
that's not on the we don't have that on the website yet because that was only recently done and we're going through. In fact, that's our new marketing campaign that's coming out very soon. So this will be a little enticer for anyone that wants to have a crack at which we're going to see if people can beat it. We're going to run a competition.
Well, I mean, if you're able to do it, honestly, I have no doubt if somebody was to come back and beat it, I'm assuming you guys would jump straight back in to try to prove like, hey, this one
Yes,
definitely
yeah, wait,
belongs to
yeah,
us.
unofficially I've already beaten it, so I've got a little bit up my sleeve, but I would love somebody to just take it on and win it and own it.
Yeah.
For us, it's about the manufacture of the lights. We, as long as they use our product, we're happy to supply anywhere in the world.
Okay.
We're quite proud of what we've achieved. We're about 200 to 250% brighter than most of the market leading gear that's out there. So our lights have got a lot of impact and they've been designed to do that. They last a lot longer. They're easier to install. They're a lot slimmer. There's a lot gone into what we've created.
Well, yeah, it looks like it, especially you guys mastered the craft of uh installing the lights with water still in the pools. you've mastered the craft of installing the lights at high altitudes.
Yes. Yeah.
And there are signs you have to. I'm assuming because you said you guys don't necessarily, you don't build the boxes where the lights go into, right? So you guys work around that.
Yeah, we work with the signage companies, so they will give us a call when it's fabricated, and we'll go to site, usually on the ground, and do the installation of the LEDs. And then the height of reach then is just connecting it, really. So just get a crane in and mount it and wire it up and make it look pretty.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you guys have some great work. I'm honestly, I'm shocked, really, because when, especially learning that with pools, like you still do it with the water in it. I know that had to have been tricky, especially at first. It probably still is at times, but uh being able to basically master it, you hone down to breaking records by about 40 minutes. So 40 minutes is a big time difference, especially when you're breaking a record where mainly was what, draining the water out, installing and refilling.
Yeah, and it's messy as well. The
Yeah.
market leader uses what they call like a grease trap. So you gotta kind of squirt grease in, and it gets all over your fingers. It's really messy. The technicians don't like it, so we've made it technician proof so that they like what they do. The hardest part about installing our light is using a little blowtorch to melt. We've used a heat shrink crimp, and then we put an
Yeah.
outer sheath, and that ain't gonna leak ever. So
Okay.
once it's done properly and quickly, you got a butane is gas. It's instant heat, so
Yeah.
it doesn't take long, and it's it's less messy. And yeah, it takes a little bit of time to get used to the submersible stuff, but it's like the old Richard Branson saying, you hire the attitude and train the skill. So
Yeah. Yeah.
and if I have somebody new start, usually within 2 to 3 months, they're up and running and doing it
Okay.
all without even thinking about it. So, and that can be anywhere in the world. Like as I always say this, and everybody kind of laughs, and I say, a light doesn't have a language.
Hmm.
Does the same thing in any country. So it illuminates, looks pretty, it creates ambience, and it's a pleasure to work around that industry because we bring nightlife back to life. It's
Yeah.
yeah. Often nighttime comes, that's darkness. So we come in
Right.
and we create beautiful ambience by illumination.
Yeah, I mean, obviously working in lighting, learning to make it a a beautiful craft. It takes a lot of practice. And how long has the company been up and running, and how long have you guys been doing this?
We're a 24-year company. So 24 years we've been in the industry doing LED applications. The actual manufacturing of the pool lights is about 19 and a half years now. Because we first of all started using the market lead-in, and I wasn't happy with it. It's not designed to last.
Yeah.
The O-rings that are in them get rotted by the pool chemicals. So we've created leak-proof. We use a resin composite. There's no way they can leak. So
Right,
it's
right.
we usually have one of our sets to about three or four of our competitors. So it's a big saving for a pool owner over many years. That
Oh yeah.
and we're a lot brighter. That's the beauty of it. We make the pool look impactful straight away.
Hmm.
So
So there's not a time limit, is
no,
what you're saying. Like, companies usually give, say, like roofing, they give like a 10-year or a 15-year limit. Then, oh, you have to change it again. So there's no limits basically, unless the light goes out, then you just got to go change the light, but that's it.
well, you get 20 to 30,000 hours out of a LED chipset, which is, even if you left it switched on, it's 5+ years. So you're going to be looking, most people run them probably 2 or 3 times a week or whatever. So
Yeah.
you're probably looking at 10 plus 15 years thereabouts. We've got lights out there that are still going 12, 13 years in, still functioning.
Oh, okay.
So,
So what made you get into this business?
So I was in the pool industry for a long while doing pumps, filters, chlorinators, plumbing, maintenance. And I could see that there was a niche in the lighting because nobody was really very good at it, and nobody had a product that everybody was happy with.
Mhm.
So that's why we went into the manufacture, and then we kind of took that into water features as well. So we do water features and all various applications, landscape. We light up big trees, and some of the trees we do are amazing. Like, it looks just phenomenal. So again, it was all about. So my trade is a printer by trade. So I emigrated to Australia from the UK 26 and a half years ago.
Okay.
I knew the print was going to die. You could tell back then we were just starting to go into the digital phase, and people were starting to do printing at home, and so the days of the printer was kind of going to be numbered. So I got
Yeah.
into the pool industry as a great lifestyle business, and I've always liked color. So for me, signage and doing images with color, that's how we started doing beautiful sign boxes and designing graphics for company logos. And so I
Mhm.
still stayed within print, but I incorporated the LED with it. And then,
Yeah.
like I said, I started doing a bit of pool stuff, and that was fun. And then looking at pool lighting, I went, wow, there's a niche here. And there's not, even now, we don't have a lot of competition because nobody's really put the effort in that we have to be any good at it. They're okay, mediocre, but they certainly don't stand out amongst the crowd. So we look for those people that do the installs, and we try and set them up as distributors now, and get them trained up so that they use our products, save a lot of time, get some great exposure, and both. It's a happy medium. Then we grow, they
Yeah.
grow, and they can start putting some really cool shots on their website to look amazing, and
Yeah.
off we go.
Yeah, well, from just the images that I've seen, the pictures that I've seen, it looks gorgeous. Uh, and you guys said, or you said that you guys actually do work here in America as well. How does that work exactly? Do you guys just load everything up onto a plane and come out here and just do what you got to do?
Not we don't really do the installs. We just do supply only, because there's some of the brands that we use here in Australia are used in America. So
Okay.
we just find out. I'm big on networking. I run a couple of networking groups. So through those connections, that those connection spheres allow me to talk to pool owners or pool people within various states of the US and Canada.
Yeah.
And when they say they've got that certain model, I go, well, I can supply that from Australia, and again, leak proof. And they go, wow, you can't get that here. And I go, you can't, it's designed by us. So they're quite happy to spend the money, and we have to make sure that they've got transformers to run them. Otherwise,
Mhm.
we send them to a local transformer distribution hub, because we don't have the same plugs,
Right.
for you got different voltage. So you're 110 volts, different plug. So we supply the lights, and then they go and get the power gear from a local, you
Okay.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed, like, I've never been out of the country,
Yeah.
but I've noticed by a lot of different images I've seen and some people I've watched, why is it that the plugs are different? Do you have any idea why, some of the outlets look different? They have a different type of connection.
Just different voltage, because you're 110, we're
Yeah.
240 volts here.
Gotcha, okay, so it's just because you guys kinda, have
Just a different phase of
more voltage.
electricity. Yeah,
Okay.
just different countries. Dubai, Middle East, they're all, I think they're they're 130 or something. So
Okay.
it kind of varies, but you just got to make sure that you've got the right supply for that country, because if I send them one of ours, the plug won't fit and it's the wrong voltage.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So do you have a favorite job that you have done recently? Like, is there one that you can go back and remember, like, hey, this is the one, like, I'd love to go back and do it again?
There's a few, but one of the ones we did recently, about 14 months ago, was one of the theme parks called Dreamworld here on the Gold Coast. So it's quite a big theme park, and
Mhm.
yeah, they actually drained the pools for that one, so we had an easy job there. We just went in and retrofitted, and they were they were sourcing lights from China, and they didn't have a clue that our lights existed. So we got referred to them, and
Okay.
they just went. Their comments were, "Where the hell are you guys been?" so,
Fair
because
enough.
yeah, they were still trying to buy LED bulbs that you plug in, and I just went, "No, no, let's make these leak proof and turn it into a wow factor." So yeah, it's
Hey, fair enough, and it obviously worked. So, so they drained the pool for you guys. They said, "Hey, we're gonna make this quick and easy. We'll just get it done out of the way for you guys."
Yeah, well,
Or
they were draining it to clean it because you do what they call acid washes and cleanses, and it's a big public pool. You know, the bather load's about 280 or something in that pool, so it's a big. So, but they had the water slides as well. So we put lights at the bottom of the water slides. So we did the whole park. It was yeah. So that was a good one.
right. All right, that sounds like it'd be some fun, especially they cleaned it up. They made it easy for y'all to do. And how
Yeah,
big was did you do the entire park or
yeah.
just select the items?
Just the pool lights and a few sort of landscape lights around the park, but
Okay.
and that's ongoing now with other works that they're we hopefully will be their preferred supplier now for that type of work. So and again,
Hopefully, I hope you guys keep it.
yeah, well, they were shocked that we manufacture as well. You know, being local to Australia, and we're only literally probably about 5 kilometers from them. So,
Okay.
so it's a good connection, and it was just one of the pool guys that does the maintenance there. He said, "I can get you in on this job," and we still had to go through all the processes to get the job, but we
Yeah.
won it quite easily when they seen some of our project work.
Well, I mean, at least you guys got it, and hopefully you guys can keep it because it sounds like
Mm.
it was one a great job.
Yeah.
Uh, but so is there? Well, first off, you said you guys changed the lights and everything in the water, which I bet that could be amazing. Especially, I know it gets hot out there as well in Australia, so
Yes.
help you guys cool off a little bit at the same time as working.
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of people say that's not a job, Like I've got people back in the UK I'm quite big on Facebook and Instagram, so people follow me, and some of my friends are in the UK, and they see my work and they go, "That's not work. You're swimming in people's pools." And I go, "Yeah, well, I kind of created the job, That's
Yeah.
I came to Australia and I wanted to live life by design, not by default. So I've made my life work and kind of made the job to suit really with the
Yeah.
lifestyle.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it works very much so. Like tell them if they ever want to come out, they can come take a dive with you guys.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, yeah. And anyone can do that as well. Like it what I'm doing, I can teach other people to do quite easily. And I do get a few people that move from overseas and they kind of go, "Oh, I'm not happy with my job." And I say, "Well, why don't you train up and be a pool tech and do the lights and do some landscape lighting?" And they love it. They absolutely never ever look back because they don't
Yeah.
have to work long. You do, half days and get a fair bit done. But you go back at night and you just look at what you've done, and it's like a picturesque,
Yeah,
it's
it's a whole new appreciation for what you do.
especially from the owners or the hotel managers, or they turn everything on and go, "Wow!" You just
Yeah.
go, "Yeah,
And I
yeah."
especially at first, so do you guys go back and clean them as well, or do they bring external to clean the outer light?
They kind of look after all that side of it. Yeah,
Okay.
there's not much maintenance to do once we've put our lights in, because alternatively the competitor lights are always failing and there's always issues, and
Yeah.
so we've taken away that pain point. So that's our big
Okay.
point of difference: is no water drainage, no pain points, reliability, higher output lights. Like it's a win for a hotel resort or a
Yeah.
small strata type building or a high end homeowner as well. Because swimming pools cost a lot of money to maintain.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So with all your years of experience with the lighting industry, you said you guys actually manufacture what you do. Um, so how long does it normally take? I'm sure you guys are booked for quite some time, correct?
Yeah, we get a lot of forward bookings in, but we've got a few of us that are floating around, so we can Like I had a job come in Friday afternoon, and I did it yesterday, which is well today now. Saturday here. It's actually Sunday morning now. We're going
Oh
into,
yeah.
but I did the job within 10 hours, and the lady was like, "Oh, you're coming on a Saturday?" And I went, "Yeah," because the job was an easy job, and I jumped in the pool. It was a bit fresh. It's winter here, and she said, "Oh, you don't need to do it today. Come back in summer. We'll wait." And I was like, "No, no, it's it's what we do." And she was very thankful, and that was an easy job. Did it done, so we can squeeze small jobs in.
Okay. All right, yeah, I was curious about that because I know a couple business owners out here
Yeah.
that it tends to book up to a year or even 2 years
Wow.
out. So
Yeah.
nothing like what you do. Not with
Yeah.
the lighting. I'm saying like between any type of landscaping
Yeah.
to production wise, etc. Like they have a whole list that they actually have to sort through before they can get to certain jobs, and like you
Yeah.
make the time for like the basically what you call the smaller jobs to get them
Yeah.
done sooner.
Yeah. Yeah.
um
Because we got a fair few distributors that we can pass the jobs on to as well. So, Um, but I still like to keep my hand in on the installs because it keeps you active and you've got to think about
yeah,
things. And I enjoy the challenge of winter because it's cold,
yeah,
but getting in a pool is kind of a bit like the Win Hoffman. You jump into a
yeah.
cold plunge but I get paid for it.
Yeah,
Even
I was about to say I don't know if I could do a diving into ice cold pool. First off, you said it's winter out there, which is crazy because we're just coming to the end of summer,
yeah,
right here where we are, uh,
yes,
or where I am at least. And you're diving in at which I believe it translates to somewheres around 50 degrees Fahrenheit, maybe a little bit more, from 14, like you said, which that's cold. That's very cold water. It's not quite freezing yet, but
yeah,
it's very cold water.
yes,
And
yeah. It certainly wakes you up.
oh yeah, I bet it is, and it's good for you. Just so how long roughly do you stay under the water or in the water at that time? Do you stay in for 10, 15 minutes at a time, or do you just, hey, let's get it done as soon as possible and call it good?
Generally, all the preparation is done out of the water. So we put we got crimp joiners and the outer sheath, and we get everything ready to go.
Okay.
So I think I was in the water yesterday for about three to 4 minutes. So not long at all.
Okay. Not
Yeah.
long at all. All right. So when you said you were out there for about 10 hours, I figured you were out there in the water for some time. So at least I know you didn't freeze up too much then.
No, no, it was, and the sun was shining, although it was a cold. Yeah, it was pleasant, and in summer it's beautiful because you want to get in the water to cool down. So
Yeah.
you kind of finish the light and then you go for a swim underwater and get your head underwater and just chill out.
Yeah. And first off, having to do that in summer, amazing. And
Mm,
to just any time of cold water is it's a different feeling. I'm 100% sure about that.
yeah.
um
Yeah, it's not too bad though. Once you feel good when you get out. Like once you've
yeah.
done and you kind of dry off and you go, wow, it probably makes you feel better than what it does when it's hot, to be honest. But it's not at the time of getting in. It's
Mhm.
not. It's not appetizing.
Oh yeah, I bet. I bet. So do you have any say, I don't know if you could talk about it, but any like bigger jobs coming up that people can look forward to seeing your lights and seeing the work that you guys have done to help show appreciation with you guys?
Well, we've got the Olympic Games coming up here in 2032, so there's a lot of work being going out to tender. So I've no doubt we're going to be getting. We're already putting tenders in.
Yeah.
So there'll be some high signage and some pretty funky lighting coming up. So yeah, watch this space. We will definitely be in that realm because we've been around for 26 years. So a lot of
Okay.
a lot of people tend to reach out for us for, if it's not for installation, sometimes for design and creation as well.
Mhm.
So, but there's a few new hotels, and the Dreamworld complex, they're putting in a $333 million hotel and complex. So it's a big, so I'm sure there'll be some extra pools and things going into that as well.
All
So
right. So you said you're gonna be doing potentially or already signed up possibly for the Olympics?
yeah, well, we're putting tenders into councils and things like that. So
Okay.
you got to go up against other companies, but we do have some good runs on the board that will certainly, help with that type of thing.
Well, hopefully you get that. That's definitely a big step.
Mm. Yeah, it's
'Cause that's seen by everybody.
yeah.
So that
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, best steps forward and all that, but we do get involved in a lot of, even sometimes competitors, we can help them as well sometimes for creative, we did a great big boat yard, and we supplied all the lights for that, and that was for the boat show. So that lit up some multi-million dollar yachts and made them look very, very funky.
Well, uh yeah, progression is the only way to go, right? And obviously you
Yep.
guys are progressing and basically perfecting your craft.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So,
And
like
we're doing a fair bit with solar now, so solar's starting to take on. So that's a
mm,
energy saving solution as well. So we got a solar pool light, we got solar bollards and solar floodlights now. So
okay.
you don't need grid power for that. So we can kind of put them anywhere. But the solar pool light is a great solution when you've got problems with cables and things like that. Sometimes we get issues. So
Yeah.
we use our solar solution, which is a great way. It's like, I call it the get out of jail free card.
Hey, fair enough, because it does save some hassle.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. It's
So the Olympics, you got possibly more work coming up with the hotels being built.
Yep, and
And
all the standard hotels that are, just running around the place. We do a lot of them on the Gold Coast, and certainly throughout Queensland, and we're now supplying nationally. So yeah, the hotels are always having issues and need lighting solutions. We've got, with our landscape lighting, we got a very good solution where we've got what we call RGBW, which is multicolor and all the white temperatures. But we've made all our lighting work on single two core cable, which is very unusual to have that type of lighting.
mm,
You normally need multi-strand cable, but we've very ingeniously designed it to work on two wires. So again,
okay.
another innovative thing that we do, that because we've been around in the industry for a long time, and we create those unique, type applications.
Well, I mean, congratulations first off, because obviously it's a business that took off very much so, and uh, you can have fun with it, and it's big steps going into from the Olympics to getting contracts with resorts and so on and so forth. Like it's those are pretty like huge steps. And I'm assuming you've had work with some resorts for at least a few years now, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Some of the hotels, 20 plus years we've been with the bulk of them. So, and they all refer us on, the facilities managers all speak to each other, and quite often they'll be chatting in their groups, and somebody will say, oh, you should get Daryl or the Alpha team in there. They'll sort that out. And once you get into a hotel, unless you do anything wrong, you're kind of there for almost forever. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was actually ooh, sorry about that. I was actually curious with say like the resorts and stuff like that, how long roughly does it take you to do the lighting?
Generally it's a project, and resorts are usually a sizable size, so we can be there anywhere from 3 days to 2 weeks. Kind of,
Okay.
yeah, it depends, but generally not much longer than 2 weeks, because they always do the swimming pools in the school holidays, and school holidays normally run in 2 week blocks. So yeah, so
Yeah.
sometimes we have to work weekends as well if it's a big job. So 14 days, but working every day, bang, 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 get it done, and that's okay. That's
Then
You
you take
just,
a nice little breather off and you get back to it.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's you work hard for a few weeks and then yeah, take a weekend away or something.
Well, I mean, at least you guys are getting it done. You're putting the work in, and it's very much so working for you. So first off, again, I know I've said it before, but congratulations that the business it's booming. It's taking off. It's progressing in the ways that you want it to. So that's something to be very happy about.
Yes.
So I am gonna go ahead to and let you go because again I know it's late or early over there where you are right now, and I know you're probably ready to get some sleep. Do you have? Oh, actually, I have your link tree pulled up, so I'm gonna share that up. Um, do you have anything you want to share with people? For your links for work, a nice friendly quote, anything.
Yeah, well, if anyone needs to reach out, just all the everything there that we do, we've got all our products. Um, I think, Brandon, you pulled up the Alpha LED lighting page. Well, there's Alpha LED pool lights there as well on Facebook. So
Yeah.
that one really shows what we're doing in the Facebook and the Instagram. It's probably better to follow us on those two because then you'll
Okay.
see what we're doing. I post daily, pretty much. I put a video up nearly every day. So we're
Okay.
very active on socials. The mold product, there's the website there which is through our Strikehold website. That again gets rid of mold, stops it from coming back. The Strikehold, as
Gotcha.
I said, it's anyone it's particularly Americans with their firearms, they love all their shooting.
Yeah.
Discover Strikehold, it's just an amazing product. So reach out for that. Yeah, just click on any of those links. They're all live and they will take you to where you need to go. You can get hold of me anytime on via email. Yeah, just email us is probably the quickest way,
Okay.
unless you're in Australia, and then you can just call us on the mobile. Um,
I'll tell you if I ever go to Australia, I'd definitely hit you up and I'd love to go at least see what you guys do. Be
yeah,
able to
love,
see it in
love,
person. That'd be awesome.
yeah. If ever you do look us up, we'll take you around and give you the tourist trip. we we love having guests. It's such a fun place to show off.
Oh, I bet it sounds like a fun job, and I'm sure you guys probably pull little tricks here and there to try to keep it interesting.
Yes,
But no, definitely if I can ever work it up the right way and make it out that way, I will definitely hit you guys up and try to get with you guys and go check out the experience.
yeah, absolutely.
So with that being said, go check out between all the strike codes, the zero mold, the alpha LED if you guys need any type of work or just want to check out their cleaners, check them out. Honestly, if it's that good and it helps keep the mold away, helps keep everything clean and why not
Yep.
use it?
Yeah, we do a lot of work for facilities managers in hotels and resorts. So if you know of anybody that's in that game that wants to talk, it doesn't matter what country you're in, we can still help, cleansing and with all the strike hold, rust and corrosion protection, and then obviously all the lighting. As I said, a light doesn't have a language, so we can we can supply it, and it'll do its prettiness and give you that awesome impact that some of the other products just don't do. That we pride ourselves on
Yes.
that result. Yeah,
Yeah, well, again, congratulations and everybody please go check out his stuff. I'll make sure the link is down below as well. So yeah, thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it. And yeah, there you go. Peace everybody.
thanks, Brandon. Yeah, appreciate you having me on, and yeah, thank you everybody for watching. And like I said, reach out if you need us. We're not too far away, even though we're in Australia. It's a click of a button these days.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So appreciate you having me on. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.